Hi, my name is Elizabeth Hilliard and welcome to week 4 of Find Your Voice, Ease and Enjoyment in Singing. This week we are going to look at some of the ways we can maintain our vocal health and things we can do to fully optimise our singing. We will also look at one of my favourite songs, Ain't Misbehaving. So let's start with our warm-up. We'll do some walking on the spot. Really, this way of getting movement into your body frees up your ribs, your stomach muscles, your shoulders, your jaw. So you can just enjoy that. And we're going to continue with just reaching up to the ceiling as if you're getting something, and you might find you're tilting over to each side. So just one hand swapping over and reaching up to the ceiling. There you go. Well done. And we're going to put our hands onto our belly. We're just going to take 2 breaths there. So breathing in and let's do that again. Release your stomach muscles. Really nice. Let's get some awareness on your sides. So put your hands like this on your sides, just below your ribs, above your hips and that kind of fleshy bit of your waist. And see as you breathe in, do you notice any engagement between your hands? And then as you breathe out on an S, let that go. So breathing in, noticing what happens in your hands. And let that go. So those are the 2 kind of common places we think of with our breathing. I always like to do this one here. So just putting one hand just where your collarbones are meeting here. And I want you to breathe in and notice your hand will naturally go up. It's not a huge amount. Often in choirs, I've been told, oh, we're not allowed to let our shoulders raise. We're not allowed to do this. And a lot of people will do that by kind of consciously tightening here and not allowing it to raise. But it kind of naturally does. Your rib cage kind of comes up to here and your ribs move when you breathe. So what I want you to do is just now that we've got that awareness of its ability to move, I want us to do our S and see, can we just quieten the movement? So on the out breath, it's not collapsing. So we're going to breathe in nice and relaxed. Lovely. So let's just try that again. So just relax. Lovely. Okay, so hand here on your collarbones. As you breathe in, it'll raise, and on you keep going, it stays up. Fantastic. So that's just a little bit of, I like to think of the 3-way breath in singing. For singing, it's really vital to have a level of fitness. So your body is your instrument as a singer, but it's also your instrument case. So we want to take care of our bodies to really give our singing voice that optimum level of vitality and invigoration. So if you really think about it, you could just work on your fitness a little bit. You don't need to join a gym. You don't need to become like a yoga or Pilates fitness kind of freak. That's all you ever think of. But it's really so good for you to keep some regular exercise in your life. If that sounds really overwhelming, I'm not talking about anything massive. Even if you did a 5-minute walk every 2 hours, and if that was new to you, that could be like just transform your fitness. Because as a singer, you need to be available to sing. You don't want your body having to work really hard to keep you sitting up, to keep you standing up, to keep you kind of going. You want to really allow it to have this kind of ongoing ability to keep you going, so that the muscles you want to work for your singing don't have to work on something else for you. So let's continue with our warm-up, and we're going to do some neck movements. So I was saying earlier about your neck gets to move, but just to let your head fall towards the right shoulder and gently back to center. And then to the left shoulder. Really nice stretch. And gently back. And then we're just going to turn to the right and back and to the left and back. Let's do that again. So tilting and the other way, and then turning and turning the other way. You might find your head wants to go one way more than the other. That's fine. That's completely normal. Don't worry about it. So we're going to do some humming. We always start singing practice with some movement, some of these exercises, and then humming is a really nice one to start on. Tongue low in the mouth. 3, 4. Up a step. 3, 4. Do you remember last week we were getting that lovely resonance in our face? Let's find that again. 3, 4. Here might be a bit buzzing. Up a step. 3, 4. How free can you get these muscles under your lips so that you'll have a really, really resonant sound? 3, 4. One more. 3, 4. Fantastic. One thing that happens to a lot of singers when they go on stage is their mouth goes a bit dry. And they think, oh, I should have a glass of water. And yes, that will help in the moment. But really, hydration is one of these things that you need to have it on a daily basis. Your 2 litres of water every day, just spread through the day. And it just keeps everything going. Every single cell in your body needs water. You've a lot of cells in your body. I'll say that again. Every single cell in your body needs water to use energy. Your body is made up of so much water. It's running in between your cells. Water is so important. When you get a bit of dryness in your mouth, I really believe that's not caused by a lack of hydration. I think it's nerves. I think it's tension. There's a little bit of anticipation of worry, and it will tend, you might breathe a little bit shallower, and that will tend to just dry out your tongue. It can be very irritating because you feel, I need some water and this will really help, and you're on stage and what on earth can you do? I like to, in those circumstances, just gently chew on the side of my tongue. If you do it now, like gently, you'll find saliva comes into your mouth. And then you could try the other side of your tongue. And that can generally really, really help. Also, know that the moment you stepped onto stage and suddenly your mouth was dry is not a sign that you're dehydrated. Dehydration is a very, very serious condition, and I don't think it's the same as a dry mouth that you might get while you're performing. Let's continue with our singing, and I'm going to come back to another tip about your fitness that can really help you with your singing. So we're going to continue. We were doing humming. We're going to go back down. We were going up the 5th and back down. This time we're going to go. I'll do that again. Let's try it together. 3, 4. This one's a bit more complicated. You might have forgotten to keep your tongue low. You might have found you're concentrating and your jaw will concentrate. So let your brain do the concentrating, let your mouth do the relaxing. We'll move that on to an ooh. Ooh, 3, 4. Ooh. See, can you bring your finger forward as you do that? Ooh, 3, 4. Ooh. Lovely. Ooh, 3, 4. Ooh. Really nice. So we're working, this finger is reminding us to keep the vowel exactly the same. I want to add in at the end, we're going to move it into your hand coming forward, and I want adding it at the end to just lightly wave, okay? Ooh, 3, 4. Ooh. And hold that waving all the way till the end of that last note. Ooh, 3, 4. Ooh. Really good. Now, I want you to notice that your mouth can be really relaxed. Your stomach muscles will engage a little bit as you're moving into this higher register. That's okay, but your throat still relaxed. I want you to notice that on the way back down towards the end, we can keep this cushioning feeling in our stomach. Put your hands on your stomach. Ooh. You might find that your stomach kind of pulls away from your hand towards the end. See, can you let it be nice and relaxed against your hand? Ooh, 3, 4. Ooh. Really good. You can do it with both your hands. I'm just helping us here with my hand in the front. Ooh, 3, 4. Ooh. Really good. So I talked at the start a little bit about the cardiovascular fitness. As well as cardiovascular fitness, it's really important to have strength in your body. You want to have strength in your muscles around your bottom and the muscles around your hips, and that will allow you to stand really for a long time with real ease. So I think it's really important to do maybe once or twice in the week. You can of course go to a gym and get a whole program made for you, or if you've got like any kind of twinges of pain, I'd recommend going to a physio and just getting it checked out. I like to work with yoga exercises and also with Pilates, and they really will kind of allow you to build up a kind of engine of strength that will allow you to find length in your body. So if you have the bottom of you kind of sturdy, then all above can be about finding length and flow, and you're not needing to hold on with your kind of lower back, with your side muscles, just to stabilize. The stability comes from below. So I think it's really important to engage with that, and it's just once a week. I do Pilates and I really enjoy it. So I actually do yoga as well once a week. They say probably once a week for strengthening is fine unless you're injured. Okay, so moving on, I'd like to look at doing some really fast singing. So we did a little bit before. So our one this week is which is kind of tricky. It's very, very fast. We can all try that too. 3, 4. There's a lot of really fine control going on in your tongue to make that happen. I'm going to add in something more complicated. I want you to put your hands, interlace your fingers, then starting either way, doesn't matter, starting from your little finger that's on the outside, lift one up, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. We're going to do that while we sing. Okay, so 2 complicated things at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. The idea isn't to be perfect with your hands, it's to try it. If that was really easy, you could change your interlacing fingers to the other way around. If that was not really easy, I would stay at the same as where you were. Let's go down a step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Down a step again. 2, 3, 4. So by having this tricky thing in your hands, hopefully your brain hadn't got enough energy to tell your throat to tense up, to tell your chin to tense up, because it was quite busy telling your hands what to do. A lot of people do mindfulness, and it's really, really good, and I really recommend it. It really helps you being in the zone and allows you to kind of get rid of this kind of idle chatter that goes along in your brain. But also, I think your brain need a lot of your brain power is used to get your hands to do things. Your brain has so many things that come in and tell your hands things that if you give it a little task to do with your hands, it just takes care of your brain and allows your brain to do that, and everything else can become easier. So it's just something to think of. We've got our cardiovascular fitness, our strength, and our mindfulness. And all three of those elements, if you work in those on a daily, on a weekly basis, you'll find in a few months' time, your singing will become easier. So today, we're going to look at Ain't Misbehavin'. No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehavin', I'm saving my love for you. I know for certain the one I love. No use for flirting, it's just you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehavin', I'm saving my love for you. Really nice. So we're going to have a look at that today. So the opening, we're going to try that on a hum. Let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 1. Really good. If you got your tongue low, the next line. 3, 4. The words, as ever, are on my website, which is the links is down below. So we'll put that together with the words. No one to talk with, all by myself. Together, 3, 4, 1. No one to talk with, all by myself. Have we pronounced the F at the end of that? Let's all do F together, and we'll try that again. No one, 3, 4, 1. No one to talk with, all by myself. The next one, we did that work on our and we have no one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Can we make sure our ribs are staying lifted? Hand here and a hand on your side. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. See, can we keep this hand not collapsing? Okay, let's try that. No one to walk with, and 1. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. And that ending. I'm happy on the shelf. Nice and relaxed into your hands. Ain't misbehavin'. That together. Ain't misbehavin'. Then listen, I'm saving my love for you. Can we get our fishes moving? ain't misbehavin'. 3, 1, ain't misbehavin'. I'm saving my love for you. Really good. Moving on. I know for certain, really sing that so positively. I know for certain, the one I love. Lift your ribs, lift your top jaw. I'm through with flirting, it's just you I'm thinking of. So that idea of lifting your top jaw, we've done that in the last 2 weeks. So thinking of lifting. I'm through with flirting. And again, so lift here. 3, 4, 1. I'm through with flirting. It's just you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving. I'm saving my love for you. Let's put all of that together. Are we ready? From the top. Ribs up, ribs set at the side, relax. Let's breathe in again. No one to talk to. 3, 4, 1. No one to talk with. All by myself, no one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. I know for certain, the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's just you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. So for some notes on this lesson, do check in on my website where I expand on some of the ideas here, and I also share the lyrics for the song. And so next week is the final Thursday in July, and I'm going to do a roundup of the 4 songs we've covered so far. So please do come back next week to check that out. Have a lovely week. Thank you.